All right, so a few people have asked me, how in the heck are you gonna make this boat 11 feet longer? All right, so I've watched probably about 5 videos, that's all I can find on the internet so far, of hull extending. So my thoughts are, the boat runs consistent with the lines. It's kind of hard to see here, but the boat runs consistent lines for about 5 to 6 feet, about this area here. So what we're gonna do is, obviously we need to clear the rest of this out, cut the rest of those front stringers up, clean all this out real good. I am gonna leave the rotten back transom piece on. Listen to that. I am gonna leave that piece on there just for some strength right now. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna vacuum in a piece of plastic. After this is all cleaned out, we're gonna cut this boat 1 foot from the edge of there down there, because obviously it flares up. It's like a, I don't know, 15 or 20 degrees. We're gonna cut it straight. And then we're gonna fiberglass the back piece in. There'll be plastic from the cut here forward up to the original spot that I showed you. Lay the plastic down, and then we're just gonna take the mat, fiberglass this piece together, and the rest of it will all be laying on plastic. Then what we're gonna do is pop it up, and we're gonna just slide it on back. And then we're gonna lay down some more mat and slide it on back some more. And then when we hit to the point where we wanna be at, we're gonna take the mat and fiberglass it into the boat itself. And that's all gonna be going side to side, all the way forward and back. Then, after we get our desired length, my goal is to take a piece of mat and go from, after we cut the transom piece off, we're gonna start in the middle of the transom, go over, and then we're gonna go the full length of the boat. One big piece of mat. And that'll help tie it all together. And we're gonna do that on the sides, the bottom, the side. And we're hoping for a really strong hull. We are gonna have a thickness difference from where the extension is. After we can get our main stringers put in, from the bow to the stern, we're gonna have a team of guys come over here, because this thing's gonna be heavy as heck. We're gonna have a team of guys come over. We're gonna flip this thing over, set it on the ground. Hopefully by then I can find myself a trailer, and hopefully I can find myself a trailer. We're gonna flip it on over. I wanna sand the whole boat down on the outside. It's gonna be easy because it's gonna be out, you know, upside down. And I would like to run at least 1 or 2 pieces of mat from bow to stern again, after we create the thickness here, desired thickness of the piece that we made. Sand it, block it, possibly gel coat it, or at least gel coat the bottom that I can't get to. Flip it over, put it back on a trailer. It'll already have some stringers put in it, so we'll start the boat build inside, and then I am gonna have the gunnels come across here, and then I am gonna tie them into the side so they are super strong. It's gonna be a cross grid piece that goes the whole way across the back and throughout. I haven't figured out if I wanna build a aluminum gas tank yet. I have been watching a lot of guys that build way bigger boats. They're building fiberglass Coosa fuel tanks, and this is a kind of a Coosa build. It's kind of the material that I've really went with. The decks are gonna be honeycomb and the sides are gonna be honeycombed, but we'll see. We're just kind of putting it together. I do kind of have a model that I've created, and I'll definitely show that. I sat and kind of modeled up how I want my T-top. My T-top, console, everything is all gonna be 100% fiberglass. There's gonna be no metal work in this boat at all. Not for a cheapness thing, not for anything besides the fact of I want to show you guys how I try to DIY. And I've never really been I can weld, but I've never really been good at like bending tubes and stuff like that, and I could try it. We can learn together. But I think an all fiberglass boat would be kind of cool. I've watched a bunch of guys that have built like they've got old trawlers and they build like cabins for them, and I've watched how they do structural, and I've built a lot of things in my past with, you know, wood and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go all foam and all composite. It's gonna be no wood, no rot. Hopefully my great grandkids can have this damn boat when it's all said and done. But yeah, I think it'll be pretty cool. And maybe I'll post a picture of kind of how I've created it on paper to see if it makes sense to you guys. Like I said, again, I am learning this as much as you are as you're watching this. So if you would please go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. If you have done this before and you know what you're doing, or you have thoughts on how it should be done a little bit better as I'm doing this, don't be scared. Like I said, I'm learning this as I go, so I need help. If anybody knows a different kind of material, a better material, anything, I'm not, you know what I'm saying, like just help me out. Like I said, I've always learned from hanging out with older people and watching them, being that little pesky kid that's always like, oh, how'd you do this or how'd you do that, and that's how I've learned. So you helping me out is not your criticism. It's more of just giving me better knowledge and helping me think in my head, how can I do this better? And I want to have the best product. My goal for this boat at the end of the day is I want to do the crossing. I live in Florida. A lot of people that have big boats and build boats and stuff like that, they want to do the crossing. And I think it'd be a pretty cool thing for me to do on something that I just built in my backyard, my side yard, because you know, I'm side yard guy. But yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool, and I'd like to take you guys on that adventure and show you the way to do it, and I create some cool videos. I have been talking to a couple suppliers about a couple different things. There's a guy in Tampa right now that's created a thermal imaging and a night vision imaging for his boats and stuff like that. See if I can pull up his name real quick, give him a little shout out for you guys. I've been talking to him on the internet. He's pretty cool. His product seems pretty dang cool. It's a Boat Eye 360. I got his website, I'll post that in the thing. It's a Boat Eye 360, and he does night vision for boat. Everybody's buying these flares and spending 15 grand. His products are like $1,000 to $1,300 for a thermal imaging camera and night vision, and it literally just plugs right into your Garmin. And I don't know, maybe we'll have him on the channel soon, and when we get to that point, and have him set it up for us and show us the best way to do it, and we'll do some night excursions and show you guys how it works and go from there. But if you guys have any kind of products that you think would be pretty cool to put on my boat, I don't mind paying for them. I'm not asking for a sponsorship for that. I just want to have like the coolest boat, you know what I'm saying? So if you guys have something that we could put on here, install, make it cooler, if you're a boat brand builder, or if you're up and coming, I like small businesses. So anybody that has a small business that's creating something for boats to make them better, cooler, faster, stronger, whatever you got, let me know. We'll throw it in here and promote you a little bit, you know. We are working on a 3,000 subscriber setup right now, so see where we can go. Let's have a good time with this, and we'll be back. maybe later today, because I Amazon a bunch of Tyrex suits and breathing masks. So we'll see you soon.